It's time for the Mortgage Mailbag.
I want to ask you a question, Bill, that I know comes up quite a bit, but it's something that came up recently that got asked to you, and I want to bring it to the show and answer it here for people. And this is one that I know that a lot of people have questions about, especially as rates go up and they're wondering, how much do I need to put down in order to get into a house? The common thinking, right, is I need to have 20% down, right? I don't need to think about buying a home until I can put 20% down. But there are other options that are out there, right? Is it financially wise to take those other options, or should you always be trying to target that 20% number?
You know, I think the question is probably more appropriate asked by saying, or the statement is, here's the reasons why we don't want to put 20% down. There's a lot of arguments that support not putting 20% down. And so even if you have 20% to put down, a lot of people would, kind of going back to what we were just covering on investments, maybe you put 10% down. The rate's not going to be different. You pick up a small monthly increase in PMI, but that other 10% could be in the market working for you. So that's one reason why you might not want to put 20% down. But specific to your question, do we wait to put 20% down? And I think there's a lot of valid reasons why waiting to put 20% down might not be the right idea. And so first off, what if you wait to put 20% down and the interest rates go from 3% to 7%?
Mm-hmm. And we saw that.
We just saw that, right? We just saw that. So that would be a big reason to act now. And there's this old saying in real estate that says the best time to buy a house was 1 year ago. The second best time is right now. Mm-hmm. And in most cases, that holds true. If you wait and the rates go up, let's say you wait 2 years and the values go up 25%, which we just saw happen. So now you've waited to put 20% down, but now you paid 25% more on a $400,000 house. Now you've paid $500,000. You'd have been better off paying $400,000 at a 3% rate with 5% down than 7% with 20% down on a house that went up $100,000. Right? That's a much less favorable situation. So waiting to put 20% down is usually not the right answer. And here's the other piece. If you're really considering waiting, talk to your mortgage professional and ask them to run the numbers on 10% down versus 20% down. It might be enlightening and maybe a little bit deflating when you see that it really didn't save you a whole lot of money each month. And then if the mortgage professional increases the purchase price by 20% and takes into consideration a possible higher rate, it'll really come into focus how I'm not saying waiting is always the wrong answer, because sometimes there are reasons to wait for sure. But largely the people that are considering waiting, the reasons that they're considering waiting don't make sense when you work the math out on paper.
Yeah, that's a big part of it is actually looking at the numbers, right? And seeing kind of what that mortgage looks like at a 20% or 10% or whatever those options are to see if it fits in. And to your point, there's a lot of factors that go into it. It's not as simple as, 20% or no. You don't need 20% right now. It's let's figure out what's going to be best for you, and that's part of the process. So a good question that comes up quite a bit, I'm sure, Bill, for you, and when people are coming in to sit down with you for that consultation, that first 15-minute consultation, which you can always give Bill a call now over at Cross Country Mortgage and get that set up at 484-352-4151 or online at smartmortgageshow.com.